Now I'll explain SAP navigation. Before starting the configurations, first of all, you must be familiar with SAP screens. So those who are already familiar with SAP screen can skip this session and can proceed further. And those who are pretty new, don't have much idea about SAP, you can watch this session. And I hope till now your SAP server is ready with you, because uh, you need to log in into SAP system, right? So I hope your server is ready, installations are completed, SAP application is ready, because if it is ready, then only you can proceed further with the configurations and testing, right? So before that, your SAP server must be ready. Now, so SAP navigation means, see, look at here. When you go inside of, when you log in into SAP, this kind of screen will appear. I'll just show you here. Look at here, the symbol. I have this is the symbol, SAP application symbol, or even if you go to this one, desktop. Look at here, SAP login pad, or you can say SAP GUI, graphic user interface. Okay, double click on that. So after successful, after completion of your installation successfully, this icon will appear on your desktop. Okay, and then you need to log in. Now if the server access is given by me, then I think this is the uh, access, this server access is given to you. So whatever, for me I'm having multiple, but for you people, you'll be having single. So you just need to double click on that in order to log in, and here you need to enter your user ID and whatever password is there, that you can enter. Okay, no need to change anything in client and language. Just keep as it is. What is the logic behind client, that you guys will come to know later. Look at here, the same screen is here also, right? So first of all, these are the first one. This is called menu bar. Okay, here in menu bar also we are having lots of functionality. Let's suppose here, if you say, now if you're able to remember, in the previous session we have tested like end-to-end procurement process, where like we have to create the purchase requisitions, purchase order. So generally, in order to create a purchase requisitions, we have to fill up lots of you know details over there. So first of all, that screen must appear, purchase requisition creation screen. So how that screen will appear here, guys? How SAP will come to know that exactly we are looking for that particular screen? How SAP will come to know that you are looking for purchase order creation screen, right? Or how SAP will come to know you are looking for invoice posting screen, right? So for that, we have to enter certain command, right? So that is the reason here. Look at here. This is called command bar here, this box. So here we are giving a command, and based on that SAP is reacting. ME51N, I have given a command here, right? So based on that, look at here, the screen appeared. Now I have to go on the home screen. I'll give a shortcut key here, that is a command I have to give /n, press enter. It could be capital, small, anything. Okay, I came on the home screen, right? So this is a command. Command means shortcut key. Then even we have a path also. Path and command. Command is called transaction code. Okay. Path means what, guys? Path means, let's suppose if you have to go from, let's suppose, from a particular destination A to, let's suppose, this one. So we have like in between B, C, D, right? So this is our destination. If you have to reach here, we are having two way. One is roadway. Roadway in the sense, first of all, from this location to this location, from here to this location, and then D, and finally we are going to reach out here. This is called roadways, right? So roadway is nothing but path. Okay. Now here what I'll do. Okay, I'll just make like this. Okay. This is called path, right? one by one from here to here, here to here, here to here, and then here finally we are going to reach. Even we have flight mode also. Flight mode means directly via flight we can reach from A to E, right? Look at here, directly we can reach from here to here. This is called T code, transaction code, right? A shortcut key. See, I'll tell you, I have to create a purchase requisition. What we have to do, first of all, you just do one thing, expand this logistic. Here you need to, this black is there now, you click here, right? Expand this one, then expand material management, right? Then we have which one? Purchasing, right? And then here we are having purchase order, purchase requisitions. So let's suppose purchase requisitions. Look at here. Here we are having options create, change, display, right? If I double click on create, look at here. This create button is appearing. What is the transaction code of this one? So transaction code right now it is not appearing. So if you go here, menu bar is there. Where to go, guys? Go to here extra. Yes, and here we are having setting and okay. So here we are having options display technical name. If you apply a check mark here and press enter, and then you just go here once again, logistic, material management, right? Purchasing, then purchase requisitions. Now look at here, create, change, and display. These options are there, isn't it? So this is called path. First, we have gone to logistic, then we have expanded material management. In that, we are having purchasing, we have expanded this one, and then purchase requisition, and then finally create. Instead of that, so this is called path, right? Path means from here to here, 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 and then finally E. And we have transaction code. What is the T code for purchase requisition? ME21N, right? So instead of following this much, like steps and this much options, directly here, ME, okay, here create option is there. Double click on this one. Double click on this one. Look at here, we came on this purchase requisition creation screen. And now this is via path. Or is if you use directly transaction code, then no need to expand these all things. Simply here you can give ME21N transaction code and system has, look at here, we have not ME21, it was ME51N, right? ME51N, and then we have, look at here, directly we reached through flight, right? In between whatever these destinations are there, right? B, C, D, we have simply skipped these things and directly we have reached from A to E. So we are having like the same purchase requisition can be created by using path also, and even it can be created by using transaction code also, right? Now there might be a question that which one we should, in the sense you as a student, which one you should follow. I'll tell you guys, there is whichever is saving your time, you can follow that. It's not like we have to, because I have seen there is a debate on that. Sometimes people says that you need to follow path, uh, to become a good consultant, right? Some people says that you can follow the transaction code, it is going to save your time. I'll tell you guys, in order to become a good consultant, you need to know logic behind each and every configurations which I'm going to explain in upcoming session, right? Whether you remember, let's suppose you remember 100 of transaction code or you remember 100 of path, it doesn't mean that you are going to be a good consultant. This path or transaction code will not make you a good consultant, right? You need to know the logic behind the configurations, which I'm going to explain in upcoming session. Okay, so here we have many bar, right? One more thing, when you log in, look at here. Here there might be a picture, right? So that picture also, if you have a look here, setting, look at here, do not display picture. I've applied a check mark. That's the reason here picture is not appearing for me. For you, if I remove the check mark and press enter, Look at here, the picture is appearing. So if you don't want this picture, right, you can remove the picture from here, from menu bar, right? Okay, that is gone. Okay, so this is what the things here, whether the picture appearing or it appears, does not appear, that doesn't matter, guys. That's fine. Some people say that I don't need pictures. It's like plain itself looks good, right? So that's fine. You can remove it also. Okay, so this is called what? This is called menu bar. Okay. Now the second one, this line, this is called standard toolbar. This toolbar means you guys are going to be very much familiar with all these activity, because multiple time we have to use up these things. But right now, since you are pretty new and first time you are, you have logged in into SAP, so that's the reason I thought, like, let me give some brief explanations related to these options. Okay, so look at here. Now this is log off button, right? This is cancel, this is back button. Right now this is not active. Once we go inside of a screen, then these two also will be active at the time of configurations. This is print button, this is find, and this is find next, the way we are having in MS Word, Excel, right? Same thing. And this is like okay, first page, and this is last page. Let's suppose we are checking, say for example, we are checking something in the sense, let's suppose uh, print is generated, right? In the sense, a print preview is there, in that we are having 4 pages. Okay, so if you click here, you will be coming on first page, and if you click here, you'll be going to the last page, right? If you want to go for second page, then here next page, downside, and here next page, previous page, in the sense upside, up and down. So these are the options, right? These are the options. And here you are having this one also multiple time you guys are going to use. Here new window, if you click here, then look at here, one more screen is open here right now. Earlier I have one, right now I'm having two, right? Again you click here, another screen is open. So multiple screen can be open, guys. Okay, if you click here, right? This one is having certain what do you say, this one customizing, in the sense, if you click here options, you can change the appearance. Here right now signature theme is there, don't make any experiment, just leave it as it is. Your font setting also can be changed, guys. Right now, let's suppose if your this font is there, if it is appearing very small, or it's like when you log into SAP, sometime, very rarely, but sometime people says like, so my whatever screen is appearing, that the font size is very small, user ID screen is appearing, right? So that settings, that is there totally in your hand. Here itself you guys can change the font also, right? Right now it is 12. You can, if you want to make it 14, you can make it 14, right? So this is how you can change the font. But if it is normal, don't make any changes right now. Okay, because instead of making experiment here, you need to focus on the configuration part, right? So this is what here in standard toolbar. Then we are having, this is called title bar, as SAP Easy Access it is written. Here application toolbar, this is also having certain use, guys. Look at here these things. And then command bar is already. Status bar at bottom. At bottom we are having status bar. So status bar at bottom, look at here. Now if I use any, look at here. Now we have like which client 400. What is the your user ID? The user ID is there. Transactions. Look at here. If I select the user, my user ID will appear, right? If I select here, let's suppose transaction, I'm going to use transaction code /NME21N. Okay, so look at here, the transaction code is updated here in status bar at bottom, isn't it? So this is what is there. So this is all about this navigation, guys. In navigations, as I told you guys, here we have like so when your SAP installation is completed, right, you can just log in, you can check these things. One more thing is there. Now we have let's suppose, so as I told you, we are having two options. One is called path and second one is called transaction code. Transaction code is shortcut key, right? Instead of unfolding here multiple options, look at here, right? Instead of this, directly we can use path. Here, create the purchase order. You can create the purchase ME21N. You can create the purchase order, right? Now, instead of that, here we are using the transaction code ME21N. This is what now. Let's suppose I came in one screen and from here I have to jump to a different screen, that is purchase requisitions. So if purchase requisition, what is the transaction code, guys? Shortcut key ME51N. So if you give ME51N and press enter, look at here, there is no response. System is not responding. Why? Because right now we are in one screen. So from this screen, either you have to go to /n, you give /n and come on the home screen. This is home screen. Okay. These all were expanded. Now we came on the home screen. And from home screen, and then if you enter ME51N, then you can go to purchase requisition screen. So no need to type here whatever 15 transaction code, latest 15 transaction codes you guys are, entered here, that will be updated. So you can click here and now ME51N. If I use from home screen, SAP will, look at here, SAP has taken you to this particular screen. From here, once again, if I have to jump to purchase order, so you have to give ME21N. But if you enter ME21N, system won't accept. Why? Because first of all, you have to come to home screen and then here you have to enter ME21N, right? Now, instead of going on home screen and from there you have to enter the transaction code, you can directly, right now in purchase order, you can enter /n and we have to go to purchase requisition. So /n followed by transaction code ME51N, transaction code of purchase requisition. /n followed by transaction code. Now directly you can jump from this screen to purchase requisition screen. Look at here, press enter. Look at here, now we came to purchase requisitions. So from one screen to other screen, if you have to jump directly, right, without going on the home screen, then you have to use /n followed by the required transaction code. Purchase requisitions. From here, I have to go to, let's suppose, invoice posting screen. Let's suppose I have to go to non-PO invoice posting. So /n, or is goods receipt, MIGO. So /n MIGO. Look at here, now we came on that screen. So from one screen to other screen, if you have to jump, you have to enter /n followed by the transaction code. Now we are in goods receipt. At the same time, I want to see my purchase requisitions details. Okay. Not in this screen. I don't want to, disturb this screen. I want the purchase requisitions would appear in a different screen, right? So I just have to see, in the sense display mode is okay. So here you can use /o ME53N. What is the benefit of /o? Now SAP will create a different screen, guys. A new screen will be open. Look at here. And in that, this purchase requisition is appearing. So what is the use of /o, guys? When I use /o, it means a new screen is opened. And when I use /n followed by transaction code, then from same screen, in the same screen, right? From one, what do you say, this one? In the same, like in a single screen itself, system will jump from one functionality to another functionality, right? This is what the difference. And whatever I explained, you guys are going to be very much familiar and you guys are going to be expert of this. No need to worry, because this is first time for most of you, those who have not used this SAP. For those people I'm talking about, there are some people who is having end user related experience, right? So for those people, they are very much familiar. That's fine. They need to focus on configurations. And for you people also, those who doesn't have any exposure of SAP, no need to worry. You guys are also going to be expert only, right? Because multiple time you have to use these all transaction code. Multiple time you guys are going to use this slash n slash o whatever this activity I explained, right? So these things you guys are going to. So it is going to be a kind of like these all things will be there at the tip of your tongue, and you guys are going to be very much familiar, right? Initially, generally, what happened when you guys like small kids are there, they learn A B C D E F G H initially when they are child, but when they grown up and they went to second standard, third standard, fourth standard, then what is this ABCD? ABCD is nothing for them, right? So this is just like ABCD. Whatever I explained, this is just like ABCD. Once you proceed further, once you started your configurations, these things will be nothing for you people. Okay, but still, uh, I thought like let me explain this navigation part. Okay, so this one. So from one transaction to other transaction, from one activity to other activity, if we have to jump, we have to use slash n followed by transaction code, because multiple time I have to use this. And generally in my configurations, mostly I'll use transaction code itself, guys. Okay, transaction code itself, very less path I'm using. Path will be used very less. Mostly I'll use transaction code. And as I told you, whether it is path or transaction code, no need to worry. Nothing is going to make you a consultant. This path or transaction code is not important here. The more important thing is understanding the logic behind the configurations, which I'll explain. So focus on those things.